DeLuca Nature. Because even the smallest life tells the biggest story. Every morning, this world wakes up without applause. The forest stretches. The moss exhales tiny clouds of dew. If you listen closely, whispering, you can almost hear it. Millions of tiny footsteps beginning another day. There are no alarms here, no schedules, just instinct, repetition, and survival. But even in a world this small, something extraordinary can happen. Our story begins with him, one ant. Not the biggest, not the strongest, definitely not the smartest. Just another worker on his morning route. He doesn't know his name. He doesn't need one. His world is measured in centimeters. And yet, to him, every blade of grass feels like a tree. Every stone, a mountain. He walks the same path every day. But today, something catches his eye. A breadcrumb, roughly the size of a small boulder. To us, meaningless. To him, a treasure worth everything. He touches it with his antenna, feels the weight, the texture. In that moment, a decision is made. Not in words, just pure, simple determination. He bites, he lifts, he fails. He tries again. Somewhere in the chaos of instincts and nerve endings, there's a spark that says, try one more time. He doesn't know that this little act of persistence will turn him into the main character of our morning. And like every hero's story, the weather is about to change. The light dims. The wind picks up. For him, the first drop is like a cannonball. It hits the soil, splash, and suddenly, the world becomes heavier. The ground softens, sticks to his legs. The air thickens. His treasure is now twice as heavy, and yet, he doesn't stop. He simply lowers his head and pushes forward. A raindrop hits his back. He shakes it off. Another one. He keeps moving. The camera pulls back. He's alone, tiny, and still, he fights. The rain becomes a storm. Rivers form between the roots. He loses grip, slips, and, for a moment, he freezes under a leaf. The world outside sounds like war, thunder, raindrops like bullets. For the first time, he hesitates. Maybe it's safer to wait. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. But something in him refuses. Maybe it's hunger, maybe it's duty, or maybe it's something bigger. The same drive that built every nest, every city, every empire. He steps back into the storm, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Each movement now feels monumental. The crumb slips. He pulls again. The mud clings to his body. Somewhere above, the rain slows. He climbs a small rock. To him, it's Everest. The wind howls. His tiny shadow flickers in lightning flashes. It's ridiculous, really. One ant, dragging breakfast through a hurricane. But maybe that's what makes it beautiful. Courage doesn't always look like roaring lions. Sometimes it's 6 muddy legs and a breadcrumb. Then, silence. The clouds drift apart. Shafts of sunlight fall like blessings. Steam rises from the ground. The forest sparkles again. He's still there, soaked, trembling, but standing tall. The crumb is his. And the path home awaits. He drags it all the way back to the colony. No cheering crowd, no celebration. Just a few curious eyes at the tunnel entrance, watching him vanish underground. Mission complete. The world resets. Tomorrow he'll wake up and do it again. Because that's what they do, what life does. Builds, fails, tries again. So maybe next time you feel small or the world feels too heavy, remember the ant. He didn't know he was inspiring anyone. He just didn't stop. DeLuca Nature. Because even the smallest life tells the biggest story.